Hey everyone, welcome to the Introspective Detective channel. My name is Alan Ray, and on this channel we explore life and the human experience through the lens of spirituality. In this video, we're going to examine the idea of talking to ourselves. When I was a little boy, I remember my grandfather would jokingly say, "Alan Ray, it's okay if you talk to yourself as long as you don't answer." I never really understood what he meant by that, but he thought it was funny, so I just sort of went along with it. But what I did pick up on was the prevailing perception that was commonly held by the adults around me, which was that only crazy people talk to themselves. So let's unpack what we're saying here when we use the words talk to myself. Self-observation reveals there are times when we consciously decide to have an internal conversation, meaning we are aware of this choice and we initiate it. It might be a simple affirmation, or perhaps it could just be some good-natured self-ribbing over a silly decision that we've made. And then there are the other internal conversations that take place on autopilot. These are the ones where it's almost like we just sort of wake up suddenly to this realization that we're lost in a train of thought and it's charging ahead full steam of its own volition. And what we're talking about here are our conscious conversations, those that we intentionally hold with ourselves. By looking inward and gaining inner clarity, our question then morphs from, is it crazy to talk to myself, to what happens when I talk to myself? And as a quick aside here, do you see how the former question comes about more as a result of fear and the judgments of others, while the latter has the potential to empower us by virtue of offering us personal growth? So the framing of our questions is of the utmost importance. Now, talking to yourself or performing an internal check is a process commonly referred to as introspection. We might also use the words reflection or rumination here. Introspection has to do with looking within for answers. It has to do with becoming aware of the impact that the external world has on our internal world, and vice versa, of course. So introspection is what allows us to better understand ourselves. Now, with that understanding in mind, what is the value of talking to oneself? Well, have you ever found yourself in a tricky situation where you weren't quite sure which path to take or which decision to make? In these types of moments, we're able to go within to gain clarity. By using our imagination, we can fast forward through each option that's available to us. And as a result, we discover how we feel about each outcome. Now, this simple self-check can help us to stay more in alignment with who we really are on a deeper level. And as a result, it can help us to avoid painful, incongruent outcomes that we don't necessarily need to experience. Consciously talking to ourselves becomes introspection. Introspection develops self-awareness and serves as a catalyst for wisdom. So, coupled, these qualities ultimately propel us further along our path of self-mastery. And that doesn't sound so crazy to me. So to bring things to a conclusion, what has your experience been in this area? Do you talk to yourself at times? And if so, in what manner? With what end result? Do you have any tips or tricks that might be of assistance to others? Please share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. And if you found the information in this video to be of value, Please click the like button and be sure to subscribe to receive future content such as this. Decide that you're going to be happy today and that you're not going to give it away. And I look forward to talking to you in the next video.